Let me help you choose the right gaming PC for your needs. Let's be honest, choosing a pre-built can be a daunting experience, especially if you're coming into the world of PC gaming for the first time. There are a lot of choices, and that's not a bad thing, but I'm here to help you cut through the mud and hopefully make things a little bit easier. If you have watched me before, you know that I have covered a number of pre-built options from a multitude of different companies. I have built thousands of PCs with my own hands and have tested every new case that has been released over the past 3 years. Given all of that history, there is one company you will see me recommend time and time again, and that's NZXT. And it's more than just their quality, it's that NZXT approach to buying a PC that's just straightforward and simple. I can just pop into one of their systems, like what I'm doing right here on NZXT.com. I can choose my color, I can choose all of my parts, I can choose my warranty. But the best thing is right here. I get an awesome glimpse of how this PC will run in some of the most popular games at different resolutions. What does resolution mean? Well, it's how many pixels are being shown on the screen, and obviously the more pixels there are, the better and clearer the image. 1080p having the least amount of pixels and 4K having the most. So looking at this Player One configuration, here you can see it's good for 1080p. It's got a good CPU, which is the brain of your computer, and it's got a good graphics card, which powers all of your gaming. Now, quick aside here on the graphics card, this may seem obvious, but this is what helps your computer make all of the graphics. And obviously, the better the graphics card, the better and faster the graphics to your monitor will be. So essentially, we have all of the pertinent information you need to make a good buying decision right here on the page. But sometimes you need a guide though, and that's why I'm here. So let's walk through the entire lineup of NZXT player PCs that are all using the latest in PC hardware, and by guiding you through each of the 3 categories with this little bit of education, you will be able to find the perfect PC that's right for you. Okay, so let's kick it off. Ready? Player One. Player One is actually my favorite of the Player series of PCs because it is perfect for people looking to jump into the world of PC gaming while not absolutely smashing their wallet in the process. And just because the prices are lower than the other NZXT options, it doesn't mean you're going to suffer when it comes to competitive first-person shooters like Fortnite or Call of Duty, as well as single-player games like Grand Theft Auto. You will get frame rates that are smooth and unlock your potential as a competitive gamer. Now, what is frame rate, you might ask? Well, that's how many pictures your computer shows on your screen. So if it's 60 FPS, that's 60 frames per second. Obviously, the more pictures it shows, the smoother and more realistic things look when you're gaming. Player One is all about the essentials. You still get a great looking build, but it's got just the right components to keep the cost down while ensuring all your money is going to just what you need. Now you might ask, what's your favorite of the systems listed here? For me, that would be the Player One Prime. Why the Prime? It's got a great CPU, which means not only does it do gaming, but you now have a solid option for entry-level streaming and content creation. It's also got a great GPU that can not only do 1080p resolution for games, but it also allows you to jump up to 1440p and still have nice, fast frame rates. And the last part is the storage. The NVMe drive, which has a good amount of space for games like Call of Duty, which is over 80 gigs, or Forza Horizon 5, which is over 150 gigabytes. Just for reference, 1 terabyte is 1,000 gigabytes. So with modern games taking almost 100 gigabytes and more, you can see why the space can be important. So, that's the Player One, a solid option to dip your feet in and test the waters of gaming and really get a lot of power for the money you spend. So, what about Player Two then? Player Two is for the PC players or game streamers who want something that can handle not just your competitive first-person shooter titles, but also those bleeding-edge AAA games like Cyberpunk, Jedi Survivor, Hogwarts Legacy, or Starfield. This is also more about the resolution of 1440p, not 1080p. That means crisper, better-looking graphics, but still at a good frame rate for smooth gaming experiences. And it's not just about gaming. Thanks to the CPUs in these systems, you're going to look at being able to stream the games you're playing to services like Twitch and YouTube, but you can also create content for these platforms and even make some quality digital art. The best part? It still isn't going to break the bank, because NZXT has been focused on a good mix of PC hardware that keeps your CPU cooled effectively, plus plenty of memory for gaming and streaming, and finally a good amount of storage so you can have both games installed and have room for content creation or whatever else tickles your fancy, like all those NZXT memes stored on your hard drive. For Player 2, you have some solid options to choose from. You have the standard Player 2, which is like more of a no-frills option. You get a great CPU that handles both creative tasks like video and streaming, but also a graphics card that can handle either first-person shooters or your latest blockbusters at both 1080p and 1440p. It's a good entry-level option for someone who's taking streaming or content creation seriously, but still needs to keep the costs managed on what's necessary to do the job well and still create great content and streams for your audience no matter what you play. The Prime option is where you have that extra money to spend. And you want like the latest and greatest in graphical technology with whatever is cutting edge. You're able to crank up all of the graphical bells and whistles at 1440p and have a great solid single player experience or play competitive FPS titles at blazing fast frames per second and even push some of the fastest refresh rate monitors on the market. Why do high refresh rate monitors matter? Well, first, they show more pictures on the screen than a regular 60 Hz monitor. So if it's 120 Hz, it can support up to 120 frames per second in gaming. This makes things smoother, and it improves your aiming and reaction times if you're playing competitive games like Fortnite or Call of Duty. Look, I know I keep pausing to define things, but I want to ensure when you're looking at a PC for the first time, you understand what all the lingo means. So not only can you make a good decision when buying your PC, but you can also start your own word of the day PC gaming calendar. Bonus, when you think about how to pick the best Player 2 PC for you, it really comes down to budget. I know it seems obvious, but here's the question. Are you willing to spend the extra money to just have the top tier gaming performance and also have a great content creation machine? Then the Player 2 Prime is your answer. Now, as a quick aside, of all the systems we're covering today, this is the ideal balance of performance and hardware of the entire NZXT PC lineup. However, if you need to save some money and are serious about content creation and gaming, then the base Player 2 system may be the right option for you. Now for the last series. And these are like fixing your gaming PC problem with a sledgehammer. Player 3 has entered the chat, and this player has all of the toys at their disposal to dominate the landscape for both gamers and creators alike. Player 3 PCs are basically the cutting edge of technology, both for the CPU and the GPU, and all of the other components in your PC. I mean, we're talking about all of the RGB, if you know what I'm saying. Now, the base model Player 3 system is your more targeted sledgehammer, if that's even a thing. It's like you took the Player 2 Prime and like gave it a Red Bull. You're jumping up to the latest high-end CPUs and taking advantage of the faster clock speeds and the special core structure of these workhorse CPUs. That just means that things are going to run faster on this desktop, and not just games, but any work you do for content creation as well. But the Prime, well, this is for the folks who just want to carry a big stick and crush literally anything you throw at this PC. You're talking about flagship, meaning the absolute best CPUs and GPUs, as well as all of the storage and RAM that is not only good for everything, but it also allows you to play at the highest resolution 4K. Simply put, you aren't compromising in any way for both gaming and content creation. The cost is much higher, but full transparency, as someone who builds machines like this all the time, the price for what you get is really good compared to building it yourself. Plus, the PC is in a case that keeps it running at peak performance, but also looks absolutely stunning on your desk. So, that's the catalog. NZXT has an option for you that should fit your budget and your workload for gaming or making content. So, if you were just jumping into PC gaming for the first time and not wanting to break the bank, then enter Player 1. If you want the best bang for your buck that can handle both the gaming and content creation workloads with ease, but also get you 1440p at butter smooth frame rates, then enter Player 2. And if your budget is open, but you don't want to waste money where it's not needed, and you want the best of the best for 4K gaming and content creation, and also have that showcase PC on your desk, then enter Player 3. Regardless of whatever you choose, every PC you get from NZXT has their award-winning in-house hardware that can include things like cooling and cases, and it's backed by a base 2-year warranty with the ability to extend that all the way up to 4 years. You know what that means? That means peace of mind with only one place to call if you have any issue with the PC you purchase. And did I mention that all of these PCs have the option of either white or black? So you can sleep well at night knowing that you're covered by the warranty, and you can make a ridiculous setup that can be color matched to your style. Oh, and before I close all of this out, it's also worth mentioning that you can get peripherals from NZXT that will match your system to boot. I hope by breaking down all of the vernacular for PCs, not only did I help you understand all the key things you need to know about buying a PC, but it also helped you with your word of the day calendar that's going to help you buy the PC of your dreams. Now, go and explore the NZXT website and see what awesome PC here will work best for your needs. And you can also reach me at Robeytech everywhere on all the social media platforms if you have any additional questions. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing the photos and hearing the stories on which NZXT PC you ultimately chose.